Hello everybody and welcome back to the adventures of a place in a location. It's called Planet Land. Why is it called Planet Land? I don't know. It's
Mighty Switch Force 2
for the Nintendo Wii U. Now, unlike Mighty Switch Force 1 Hyperdrive Edition, this is not a technical HD upgrade. This is simply just a port. With, of course, the audio cleaned up a little bit, stuff like that. But it's still the better game. Everything considered, and we'll get into that later. Also, we stay on this title screen for a little bit longer because of reasons. And unlike in Mighty Switch Force 1, this game does have a technical theme song, because this song here does have lyrics, and you'll be hearing them during the credits. And it's a very addicting song to listen to, mind you. Also, unlike in the Mighty Switch Force 1 LP, I do have the story at the ready this time. Thanks to the bio of the game on the page, and well, it's not on WayForward's website. It's on the eShop page for 2. Right. Let's see. Combat the planetary inferno in this shape-shifting... Okay. It's a code red from the Galactic Fire Brigade. Planet Land is combusting and everything is ablaze. Return to HQ immediately and pick up your Infinity Dowsing Apparatus. IDA. Your Siren Helmet is still authorized and up to code. The mission? To fight the inferno and extricate the reformed Hooligan Sisters. Now suit up and start soaking some scenery. Yep, so things are a bit different. You are not anymore a police officer. Instead, you are a firewoman, a fire officer, fireman, fire officer, woman, officerman, fire person. You're dealing with fires. I'm almost tempted to name this first part Afterburning, because jokes. Also, Sega's released in the 3D version of Afterburner 2, and Magic is hard. I'm gonna add that out. I'm thinking of... Yeah, well, Sega's released in a 3D version of Afterburner 2, and I want it really badly. This is what I meant to say. That bit you didn't hear at all. Anyway, time for the intro cutscene, because we always gotta have one. So, unlike in Mighty Switch Force 1, where the Hooligan Sisters were partially, you know, the cause of why the shit was going down, because they kind of just threw a vial on the ground and released some very nice bees. This time, they didn't do nothing. They were just walking around. And then shit started to catch on fire. Yeah. Kind of scary. Kind of, actually pretty scary. Now, those guys are still here, though, so, what do I know? Right. So as you can tell, we don't have a gun, now we have a hose. And the hose works considerably different than in Mighty Switch Force 1's case with the gun. You don't have to manually tap the button, all you have to do is hold it down. Or have short bursts of holding it down if you want to shoot shorter distances. Having it held down completely will basically create a wall in which you can push enemies. And this makes things a lot more smoother in terms of the game's general flow. By God, does it ever. Like, holy crap. Like I said before, not as many levels, but by God, so much fun. I'm not sure if you saw what I saw down there, but there was a bappy. We'll be getting those in a couple parts, don't you worry. We'll be getting to those things. And of course, new tracks. I love this result screen music more than the first one's result screen music. I don't know why. It's a very catchy beat. I like it. It's good. So, and then, yes, like I said, another thing you may have also noticed is that there is no graphical upgrade. But instead, everything is rather pixelated, which is fine. It doesn't actually look too bad on a, you know, an HD TV. It actually looks pretty okay. Unlike, you know, actual Super Nintendo type games, which you can see literally every single dot. Which can get a bit irksome. Just a smidge. This is still fine. Another thing that Mighty Switch Force 2 has over the first one is that the soundtrack isn't really as, you know, what's the right word? I'm not sure if this will be taken out of context incorrectly or not, but I guess it felt oppressive. Like it was very dark and foreboding is the word I meant to use. Ah, jeez. Of course I think of it now when I'm thinking of alternate words to say, but yeah. It felt very foreboding. Mighty Switch Force 2's soundtrack, on the other hand, is very upbeat and pumping with energy. I really do love this soundtrack.
Let's go.
And of course, like I mentioned before, there are remixes, but unlike in Mighty Switch Force 1, I don't think they're actually in the game itself. So, like I said, this is the poll. I'm going to repost in this video too, in addition to the other video where I mentioned it, which I forgot now, which is great because I gotta add these parts. Go me! Yay! I think, no, I remember actually mentioning it in part 4, so I think I'm fine. Unless I mentioned funny things in descriptions in other parts, in which case, oops. Yeah. Y'all in the comments are gonna have to remind me on that, because I'm only gonna remember to put the things in the description for part 4 with the shop on the... Anyway, but yes, we got a couple new things here with the hose. Instead of, you know, flammable blocks, we instead have very flammable slabs of wood, in which we gotta use these guys to burn up. The only problem is that when they're on fire, anything they hit, whether it be a wall, well, no, at high speed anyway. If they hit a wall at high speed, they'll blow up. So in order to fix that, what you have to do is douse them with a fire so they stay stuck for a while before they catch on fire, which allows you to shoot them out of the blast barrels, the launch barrels. And we're ignoring that maybe because, like I said, we'll deal with them in the later video. So just leave him there. He'll be fine. Don't worry. It's a lot better than what we're going to do to it. And yes, you heard right. A lot better than what we're going to do to it. I swear to God, it's gonna get weird when we get to those things. Actually, I covered them in the last part of this playthrough. This is gonna be literally half as long as the Mighty Switch Force 1 playthrough, due to the fact that there's only ever 16 levels. I've repeated this so many times I can't even remember to count. But yeah, I still say this is the much more enjoyable experience if you're going through go for like a complete one-session playthrough thing. Because one, it's shorter. Two, this makes it feel like you're having a good time. Man, this would have been much more appropriate had I uploaded this LP in the summer as intended, instead of uploading this in the middle of freaking winter. Go me. But I guess you can think about it like this. Makes you yearn for winter that, no, we're in winter, stupid. Makes you yearn for summer that much more now, doesn't it? Because, you know, the hot weather, all you need is a cool bath of water. Spray in the face. Apparently. Oh! Speaking of water, I don't know why this made me think of it, but, a detail that I think I brought up in the first, game's LP, but if I didn't, I'll repeat it again, is that for some reason, in the 3DS versions of the games, Patty's hair is orange, or, you know, ginger. And in the remastered version, she's a brunette. So, which is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Considering she's been... I'm gonna say she's... ginger? Let's go with that. I'm just gonna say she's ginger. Also, a question for all of you. How long did it take for you to realize that Ginger from Chicken Run is called Ginger because her feathers are orange colored? Or is that just me that took like 2 years after that movie came out to realize that?
Let's go.
It's probably just me. Ah! And now for one of the best songs on the track, which is titled Dalmatian Station. Yes, these are, once again, the names of the track. Actually, let's go over them now. I believe the first track was called Got to Be a Star. Said like so. The second level's track was, I think, called Soft Collision. Yes. Or was it the after? No, it was Soft Collision. The third track was called Exothermic. The fourth track was called Glow. And the track you're listening to now is called Dalmatian Station. He's playing sequential order, and they will repeat after they've all been played once. Thankfully, there is exactly just enough levels that it allows it to do that. Although I think some tracks play twice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they almost all play once. I think the only one that doesn't actually play twice has got to be a star. Correct me if I'm wrong. There are 16 levels, like I said, so I don't remember which one play. And that's why I have the shuffle down there, because I want to, you know, let you guys hear the remixes. Because they're pretty good. They don't play in this game, which makes me sad. So yeah, that's the thing. So, next time Let's Play Mighty Switch Force 2, we are going to be going through incidents 1 through 5. We just did 1 through 5. Oh my god, thank god this is the last part I'm recording tonight. I swear to god. 6 through 10. Bye.